All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushua, Ba'asham Kodash, and double honor to the elders of GMS and to all the sincere brethren that are laboring the truth across the world. And I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flocks. With that, I'll begin the lesson with this message. Pretty much, the title of the show will be about Thomas, doubting Thomas, the spirit of doubting Thomas. I chose the title. I forgot which lesson I was watching yesterday, but the more of the lesson was about the people that lack faith. Like some people have faith and some won't actually believe until they see some sort of miracle happen. Like in Thomas' situation is when the disciples saw Yahusha when he woke up back, and they were speaking among themselves. And when they told Thomas that, he did not believe it. He said he had to see with his own eyes to believe it. And when Yahusha showed himself, he told Thomas to touch his hand to feel the piercing, his ribs, and his feet to see it. And that's when Thomas believed. And Yahusha said, "Blessed are those who believe without seeing." I think that's how it goes. Blessed are those who believe without seeing. I'm gonna read the chapter, so that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you bring that in today's world, pretty much, there are people you tell them about. Once they come to the truth, you tell them who they are, like who the Most High, what's the Most High real name and Yahushua's real name, and they instantly believe it. And there are others they will not believe it until something happens. The Most High have to do something in their life to turn their life around. If let's just say one person was gonna have like a horrible car accident, and he's calling everything, like Chester Bourget, Buddha, whatever he was calling, and nothing happened, and immediately, the Most High saved that person. That's when they be like, oh shoot, God is real. Or you see people that get shot at, and bullets pass through their body. Or let's just say one horrible accident where they know they were supposed to be dead, and they're still alive. They be like, God is real. God is real. That's when they believe. But Yahushua said, "Blessed are those who seen." Let me read it. John 20 verse 24 to 29. That's what I'm gonna start. And the story is about when Yahushua appears to Thomas, and he said, "But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came." So basically, Thomas was one of the 12 disciples, and his nickname is Didymus or Didymus, however you pronounce it, which means twin. He was not with Yahushua when the others saw Yahushua, and the other disciples therefore said unto him, "We have seen the Lord." The other disciples tell, when they see Thomas, they was like, "Hey, Thomas, we have seen the Lord, Yahushua." But he said unto them, "Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I would not believe." And Thomas was like, he probably was like, "You see the Lord, Yahushua, the one that died 3 days ago?" He was like, "Nah." He probably like, "Yeah, niggas are bugging." Unless I see the nails that print in his hand, unless I see the nail, like the wound spot where the nails got jacked up or drilled into, and put my finger into it, until I thrust my hands, like I put my hand on his side and see it, I ain't gonna believe that. And after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, "Peace be unto you." Basically, after 8 days later, when the disciples were together again, and this time they were with Thomas, and the door were locked. The door was completely shut and locked. But Yahushua appears basically between them, suddenly appeared between them, and he said, "Peace be upon you." He probably said, like, "Peace be upon you, my brothers." Then saith he that Thomas, and then saith he to Thomas, reach either thy finger and behold my hands, and reach either thy hand and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless but believing. Then basically Yahushua said to Thomas, put your finger here and look at my hands, and put your finger there and look at my side. And don't be faithless, Thomas. And don't be faithless any longer. And but believe. You have to believe. Don't be faithless any longer, but you have to believe. And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my power. Basically, Thomas probably like, if you read it NLT, it says, my Lord and my power. Thomas exclaimed, you'll be like, my Lord, my power. And Yahushua said unto him, basically Yahushua said unto Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. Basically Yahushua told Thomas, look, because you have seen me and believed me, I'll tell you what, blessed are they, basically, blessed are those who believe without seeing and yet believe. So basically Yahushua said, look, Thomas, because you see me, because you believe me, because you see me, that's why you believe in me. Guess what? Blessed are those who believe me and without seeing me. That's what Yahushua said, man. And 30 said, and many other signs truly did Yahushua in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in the book. Basically, Yahushua performed many other miracles which was not recorded in the Bible pretty much. But these are written. But these are written that ye might believe that Yahushua is the Hamashiach, the Son of the Living Power. Basically, but these are written that they might believe that Yahushua is the Hamashiach, the Son of the Living Power. Basically, those were writings so that basically those scriptures were writing down so people can believe that Yahushua is the Son of the Living Power. Yes? Good, man. Eu vou repetir lá, yeah. Sorry. But these are written that ye might believe that Yahushua is the Hamashiach, the Son of the Living Power, and that believing ye might have life through his name. And if you read an LT, say, but these are written so that you may continue believe that Yahushua is the Messiah, the Son of the Living Power, and that by believing him you will have life by the power of his name. Basically, that'll be the lesson of the day. So the lesson of the day is the Most High will bless those who believe without seeing. Like some people will not accept the truth unless they see some sort of miracles happen in front of their eyes. And those days are approaching right now. Like a lot of people that's going to come in the 11 hours will most likely be those people that believe the truth because they see it. But Yahweh shall say, blessed are those who see, blessed are those who believe without seeing. And every one of us in the truth have the Most High will wake us up in different ways and shapes. Because some people will believe it outright. Some people will take some time. They come in and come out. It's going to be like a little process. Especially those of us that wake up in our youth. Like from the teenagers all the way to our 20s and 30s. Like we haven't hit life experience. When I say we haven't hit life experience, when I say we haven't had like a life experience, I'm talking about those of us who live like in a Babylon the Great or like in a westernized civilization where our manhood has been delayed. I will say that. I will admit it. I'm part of that group also because I was raised in Babylon the Great. It's not like I was raised like in a third world country where like by the time you were little boys, you face the harsh reality of manhood. Like if you take like a Jake that live outside the U.S. in the islands or West Africa in the Middle East, and you compare those two boys, you'll be two completely different outcome. You see, one will be like a bitch ass nigga mama boy, and another one will be like a his behaviors and his mannerism and how he acts will be straight up manly. Will not be any different than a man. The only difference is he's pretty much younger. Because if you when you go to the mall, you see the mom take the not even mall, McDonald's. You go see the parents go to the McDonald's, buy the kid something, and the kid say, "Mama," like a 7 or 12 year kid say, "I want that." So the mom say, "No." They start making like a fuss, or sit down on the ground, start being everything, start yelling and screaming, and you take and now you go across the world in the Middle East or West Africa, and you have somebody exact same age carrying like a AK-47, unalive people for a living. You got people that live their entire life from the day they were born in America. That's never touched a weapon. That's never been in a physical fight before. If they have a fight, most likely be sibling fights against their brothers or fellow or cousins or friends when they were when they were like kindergarten. You got a grown man that's like 35 years old, never get like a deep injuries, never get a cut, never punch somebody or hit somebody with a bat. And over there you got kids 5, 6, 7 years old carrying weapons, already alive, possibly 10 plus people already. So people outside the US mature at a faster rate than people in America. In here in the US, man, like they adolescence has been delayed. Like I've been talking to people like, "Oh, you become a man when you're 18, blah blah blah. You can't do this. You're a minor, blah blah." You got people that think like, "Oh, you're a grown man. Or when you're in college, you're still young. Or you got your life ahead of you." Stuff like that. A 26-year-old or a 20-year-old outside the US has way more life experience than somebody that live in America. And I was talking to a coworker of mine. I'm guessing he's basically babying his son. She's babying her son because she doesn't want him to do this, blah blah. And she asked me for my opinion. I'm like, "Why are you babying him, dude? I'm guessing basically, if I can remember, her son was fighting another kid at the school. I'm guessing the kid beat him up, and he got scared of the kid, so the kids keep on bullying. And she was upset. She was like, basically, she was upset what of the situation happened, blah blah. My son shouldn't get beat up by the other kid, and nobody does anything. What should I do in that situation? I'm like, well, I told her, man, if I'm being honest, every little boy's around 6, 7 years old, all they do is playing around, and after they're done playing around, they fight. And most of the time, after they fight, they become enemies for literally 5, 10 minutes. And when they come back the next day to school, they're back being friends again. You have to, this is like a natural process. And she couldn't accept that, man. And then the other thing is, she didn't want him to learn anything. All she wanted him to do, focus on watching Dragon Ball Z, anime, playing video games. I'm like, you do know you have to let your son learn skills, right? And she was like, "No, my son's not a." I told her, you know, you have to let your son be a little bit responsible. He's a responsible young man when he's around men, but when she's around her mom, grandmother, auntie, like they just like basically in this system, man. When it comes to Jake, he's that young. He looks up to him basically. He's like a Northern Kingdom, from the tribe of Zebulon. That's what his dad is. Guatemala. I believe that's Zebulon, and his mom is Ephraimite. Yeah, basically so basically his dad is harsh on him, like a manly man, because he's dad from Guatemala, but his mom baby and try to pacify him. So I don't want to say confused state, but he's scared of his dad, but he's always close to his mom for shelter, I guess. So me personally, if I'm being honest, when it comes to raising men, women are not the best option, because when you're looking at sons in this pretty much country, it's not most of them are raised by like a single mom. Even me myself, I bounce around for my parents, for my dad, my mom, my grandma, my cousin, and the men, they were like very manly and harsh. Fortunately for me, I was raised with men that's like very manly men. But when you raise around the females, man, everything is based on emotion. You can't do this, blah blah. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to get hurt, blah blah. It's always want to shelter you or tell you, hey, don't do that. Stop acting like that. They want you to be more effeminate, toned down, stuff like that. Alright. So the next topic I will read. I don't think I really have anything in mind at that point because yesterday I didn't really have anything else to say outside of that topic, adopting Thomas, because the next thing I was gonna read was pretty much the next thing I probably was gonna say is this country, man, it's not like a good country to raise kids. Period, man. Like people have kids have actually both kids and adult have no manner, and people don't know who they are. Everybody's playing a character, so it's not a good place to raise children in general. And the other thing I want to talk about is we just have to I don't have anything else, so I'm probably just gonna close it down because it's like a busy day today. So yeah, so with that I'd like to say with that I hope this message was pretty much edifying to the flock, and whoever the Most High want to hear this message, let it be heard. And I pray that the Most High does not cast me away from His presence and take not His Holy Spirit away from me. And I pray that imbue me with the spirit of fear, wisdom, and understanding, and the spirit of meekness, integrity, the spirit of what else? Rebuke the spirit of arrogance and pride out of me, and continue to guide me in the path of righteousness. And also, I pray that the Most High give each and every one of us in the hopeful family. I pray that the Most High bless each and every one of us with the spirit of endurance. With that, I'd like to say Shalom.